Welcome back, YouTube. Slick here in the Slickhead Garages, all crammed in. Tonight I'll be jumping over to a twin cam. I gotta change all the fluids. I'm going to do a 3-hole fluid change on the Road King because I'm about to go to North Carolina and ride around in the Blue Ridge Parkway, go to the Wheels Through Time Museum, and do all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to make this quick clip, and I'm not going to show you the whole oil change because that's boring as fuck. But I want to show you how I do it, what I do real quick. And this is mainly for the younger guys or the newbies who just getting into motorcycling. I've been riding and wrenching on my bikes for 30 years, and I do it for customers and whatnot. So let me show you some things that that I like to use. Okay, for one, these are the fluids that I use. I use AMSOIL, fully synthetic V-twin motorcycle oil, 2050. And then I use Redline transmission fluid with the shockproof. It's colored red, so it looks red. I use that. This is great stuff. And I just use the Redline primary case oil. Now, yeah, you could use Harley's oil in all 3 holes, but Harley's oil sucks. Definitely AMSOIL is the best. Check this thing out. This is my new invisible selfie stick. So I can get those cool shots when I'm riding, where it looks like somebody's filming, running along the road with you. Okay, and then let me show you. Go down to your local Harley dealership, get yourself one of these oil changing kits. These come in handy. These long funnels come in handy. The primary funnel comes in handy. It slips in right there, and you can fill your primary up. Yeah, the oil tray obviously slips underneath the oil filter and helps drain down into the drain pan. I have a removable, cleanable oil filter with a really fine screen in it that's supposed to be better. It separates particles down to a lower micron level than an average oil filter. When I get that apart, I'll show that to you. And then the other thing that I really enjoy to get at the Harley dealership is this long pan. The long, low-profile drain pan. You put that under the bike, and you can do all 3 holes at once. So, what I'm talking about with those oils, the oils that I use can be used in any twin cam motorcycle. Now, it's going to be different when you go to an Evo and Shovel and Ironhead, so that you'll have to look up. But right now, I'm working on a twin cam, a 2011 Road King Classic. And then when things don't go your way and you get really frustrated, grab yourself a big bottle of Jack Daniels, and that'll help you out. Yeah, I wanted to show you something real quick. I wanted to show you my sissy bar on the Road King. It's a detachable sissy bar. That way my old lady can sit on the back and relax and not have to think about anything, because you can't find a real high sissy bar for a Road King. So I found this company in California. I think it's called Jinz, J-I-N-Z, Jinz Choppers. And they make these detachable sissy bars. And they use Harley's hardware for making it detachable. So I only put this on when I ride Megan around, and then I pop it off when I'm out by myself solo, trying to look cool. Just wanted to show you that real quick. And I got the clutch cable from my brother's bike. I got it hanging up from the ceiling right now, all the way to the ground. I sprayed it down with Tri-Flow lubricant, industrial lubricant, and letting that seep down all through the cable. This is good stuff. It's got Teflon in it. But yep, there's the cable. And I want to get this big monster beast out of here. Once I get the Road King, the fluids changed on it, I'm going to jump over to this and get the clutch cable on this big giant monster and get the hell out of my garage so I can have room, move my table back to the center so I'm not so crammed in here. Joey, if you're watching this, come get this thing out of here. You know, I want to say something else. You really can't beat the Harbor Freight lift table. I mean, you can beat it. You can buy way better tables. But for what it's worth, and for how much I've been using these tables, I've been using these tables for over 10 years. And they do great. They do great for what it's worth. Cheapest thing out there. And you can't beat that. Can't beat that when it's, you know, let me suck in my gut. But when it's waist high. And there's that red color of the transmission fluid from Redline. Looks like Pepto-Bismol. But this is all 3 holes draining at once. Plus you could pull the filter and it could drip down there if you make a mess. And make sure you take all 3 of your plugs. Look at all 3 of your plugs. They all have magnets on them. Because you gotta look at the plugs, look for metal shavings. There was one time I was doing my buddy's fluids and I pulled his transmission plug and it was like 1 inch high of shavings, metal shavings, sticking up off of the magnet. I was like, yo dude, you got a problem here. So, always look at them. Oh, hi, what are you doing? What are you doing in the garage? What are you doing out here? Go over there, sit down. Daddy's working. Go sit down. Go on, get your biscuit and go. Come on. Go sit down. Hey, go back there, sit down. Go sit. What'd you say? Sit. Hey, go girl. Give me 5. Go girl. Give me another 5. Go girl. All right, sit. Go sit down. Go sit. I just said that. Will you just stay there? All right, what I wanted to show you guys was I removed the oil filter and this is what I'm using. I'm trying this out because I have 7 bikes and it costs me a lot of money in changing oil all the damn time. So I got this cleanable oil filter. You know, I don't know if it's great, but I'm trying it out. So this is how they are. They got the rubber gasket just like any other oil filter. What you do is you push down on this, you spin it, and then the screen pops out like so. It's got a magnet down in there. It's got a magnet right here. So it's magnetized to help collect any metals that might... What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You're causing a ruckus. Simmer down. So now you pull this screen out too. Let me just dump it out. You then clean this all up, the inside of it. You spray out your filter. It's really fine mesh. It's supposed to be a really low micron particle separation that it does. I clean it out with brake fluid, brake clean, just your carburetor clean or brake clean, clean it all out. Get it nice and clean, wipe out the inside. They give you extra gaskets, and you can order more gaskets if you ever need them, should you need them. So I don't know the name of this company. I have the box somewhere in this garage. I'll have to find it. It's called Flow. Maybe it's just called Flow. If you like it, look it up. It's got the nut on the end, so you can simply take that off with a socket and a ratchet. But there she is. That's what I use. And if you see up in here, see this fitting right there that your oil filter screws onto? Always double check that. Put an Allen Allen head socket in there with a long extension and check to see if it's tight. Because one time I had that come loose on me from removing the oil filter and I didn't know it, and then it was leaking out of here down onto my bike, and that's how I noticed it. Pull the oil filter off, tighten that up. So now every time I do it, I just check that, double check it by giving it a little tweak, make sure it's tight. What are you up to? Gonna behave? Get over here. Get over here, sit down. Why don't you sit down? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Oh, that's a good girl. All right. set.